Hi everyone and welcome back to Summer of Series 15 in Forza Horizon 5. This is gonna be the last seasonal championship in my festival playlist for this week, and it puts us in dirt racing in modern rally in B class, starting right here on Montagna Trail, which I have to admit I have a bit of a love and hate relationship with. Love because it's actually a very good track. There's a plethora of really nice corners which are difficult and interesting, and they're connected by really fast sections, and all of it flows together pretty nicely, giving you a proper rally downhill experience. And height, well, because this track is so long and it creates wide range of opportunities to screw things up, and I never seem to miss such an opportunity, just like I did now. Completely bottled the corner, but that's not even the worst thing. I nearly knocked out a teammate from the checkpoint. I still don't understand how they actually made that checkpoint. Must have been by the skin of their teeth. So yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh wow, this is so nice. That same person I just nearly knocked out of the race has passed the last AI and started slowing them down right away. Actually interesting, because I also do a lot of these quite often, but I usually do it much later in the race when I see there is a threat of us losing the race to AI, and otherwise I just race it, to the best of my humble abilities. But actually this might be a really smart move, to quickly pass the AIs and block them at the very beginning, let your teammates pass, and eradicate any possibility of those AIs ever actually beating you. That is very smart and very nice of that person to do. You know, great community service. Kudos, absolutely great. And yeah, as we are talking about the teammates, I'm here obviously in a public co-op session, and I'm in a convoy with El Chafo, who's right behind me, breathing down my neck, giving me a proper run for it. And yeah, it's not the first time I'm doing this championship, and my previous attempts were all using one of the Lancers, and I wasn't fully satisfied with its performance, so I actually picked up the same car that won my last attempt at this championship, so this Subaru 2015 WRX STI, and yeah, picked up the tune by LogikJ, and I have to say I like it a lot more, but it seems like whatever El Chafo is running is not much worse, if worse at all, because he's right at my neck. Look at that. Our icons on our markers on the map are almost indistinguishable in many moments. Sometimes I create a tiny bit of a gap, but then he catches up right away. Not quite enough to go for an actual move, but more than enough to never let me relax. And you know what happens when I can't relax while racing? I start making mistakes, so I need to concentrate quite a bit more than usual to just keep it going and actually keep El Chafo. Oh, something happened to them. Yeah, he now completely pretty much stopped, so I guess he crashed into the barrier or something. Okay, now I can be relaxed. Now this is a win and I can bring it home easily. But there was a good close racing for major portion of this race, so which also tells me the next race might be quite interesting again. But for now, Team Humans wins without serious problems, and I had good racing. So let's go for the second one right here in San Juan Scramble. And yeah, you may have noticed a clip on my channel from one of my previous runs where I was racing side by side for the whole lap with Marty XTV. That was really nice, but there was specifically the Lancer I didn't quite like. It was alright, it was kind of good, but just not good enough for me to give the final stamp of approval and recommend it and maybe we'll see how this Subaru does here on San Juan, but I will show you what precisely I didn't like. Well, I guess I can tell you, because right now I have only one AI to catch up, and let's see, I'm getting closer. Yeah, I'm catching up in every corner. So in Lancer, when racing even solo against AI, I was really only able to pass the last of the AIs in the very end of the race, and right now I just did it before the dirt section of the track is even over, before we get back on the asphalt. And there was specifically a problem in Lancer. I was gaining on all of the AIs all the time in dirt section, but the moment we touched the tarmac, I would be struggling to keep up the pace and struggling to minimize the gap. I ended up passing them in the end of the first lap, but it was just, you know, too close for comfort, right? Still winning the race, obviously, that's not even a question, but I want to give you the recommendation that gets you a little bit more than that. So here we are, just starting the second lap. I'm chasing El Chafa. We reversed the roles from the previous race, where he was breathing down my neck. Now I'm not yet breathing, really, not that close, but I think again the gap is diminishing, so hopefully by the end of this lap I'll be better positioned for an attack, for an actual move, and hopefully by the end of this race we'll do a 1-2 again, but in the same order as the previous race. But hey, never say hope before you actually jump. So yeah, I still need to catch up before I can seriously consider an attack. Here we are, really close now as we enter tarmac. Better exit out of the corner. A little bit of a side-by-side contact, sorry. There was yeah, a little bit of sliding on the wet tarmac, but nothing too damaging. And yeah, I made the move past El Chafa. Now the problem is to hold it, because look at that, he's constantly right there looking for the tiny gap. Yeah, and I made a mistake, touched the barrier, lost the speed, and look at this, by the end of the lap he's ahead again. So I didn't even finish this second lap in the first position. Now more catch up to do right now, and this might be quite interesting, but this is what's good racing with good people, you know. Yeah, here we come. Good. Okay, another tiny bit of contact. Nobody wants to let go, but again, it's more of a friendly contact. Nobody is ramming each other into the wall. Just good and nice competition. A little bit more physical than I would say we should be, but within the boundaries. So the critical moment, I am first entering the asphalt. Okay, I got a little bit of a boost, but not enough. Again, that bloody wall, eh? That's always a problem. The moment you touch the wall, and that's for all the fans of wall riding, the moment you touch the wall, you lose a ton of speed, and that's precisely what happened to me. And now there's not enough space. Now I need El Chafa to really botch it somewhere in the... No, there's no more place to botch it, so... Yeah, 1-2, but not in the order I wanted. Nonetheless, great racing. Thank you, mate. That was nice. The last two laps of this race really felt like there's only two of us on the track. Nobody else mattered, and nobody else was close enough to provide any competition. But that's fine. Right. Thank you guys for watching. I hope it was entertaining, and I'll see you in the next one.